We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Now a give to Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, 27 yards. And the Cards are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 45 yards for him on the ground in his 1st quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And Murray's going to keep this. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard because...
Now Finley lost it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. 75 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. To Edmonds on the toss. Oh, big hole right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? You just got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now this time, Murray to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but that remains short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On play action, it's Mahomes. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier play game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. from the gun. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mahomes firing complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff for Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And one of the dialogue that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They go play action, now Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Cardinals win it. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cards, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home.